will discuss today, since the 2008 crash, craft has moved really from the margins to the mainstream. This is a very long list I could give here, from big buck retailers like Etsy to chart-topping TV shows like Bake Off, to The Power of Making, which was the most popular free exhibition ever at the V&A, and its exhibition to follow on from that, of course, is What is Luxury? To politicians' craft-fueled rhetoric, so George Osborne has repeatedly talked about making, as in his 2011 budget, which ended with a call for a march of the makers, to high street and luxury brands who are all trying to peddle their wares as being lovingly crafted. And of course, new markets opening up for collecting craft. And the interesting thing is that this turn to craft doesn't seem to be threatened by the digital world. The so-called third industrial revolution seems to suggest that craft will return to the centre of our production economy. Compatibility fueled by the new business models of local production models favoured by designer makers, for example. So that's why we've posed this question of post-craft. In a post-industrial context, in which craft no longer seems to be in a condition of subordination and precarity, but as being reconfigured to be central economically, socially, and so on, do we need to find new ways of thinking about craft? New ways not to acritically celebrate, but actually to interrogate the rhetoric of making, which is, I think, particularly important when, despite all this kind of celebration of craft, it's actually it's kind of being threatened in the realm of education, for example. So maybe this craft revival that we're in is just that. It's just a revival. It's just temporary. And this idea of post-craft, perhaps, is all hot air. And actually, as the jeweller Hans Stouffer said when I told him about today's event, he said, well, that's all very well having post-craft and modern craft, but what does pre-craft look like? I wish he was here, actually, because I'd like to hear what he has to say on that. But I'll end with these thoughts, and I'll thank the ICA and Huddersfield for their support, and also to our wonderful speakers who will be hearing from.